What is going on, guys? It's me, Mojo Jojo Plays, back again with some more Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. Here with 21st Century Wrestling. It's our first pay-per-view. I have a feeling it's going to bomb, because the storylines aren't doing great at the moment. I would show the storyline ratings before the show starts, however, a few spoilers. So, yeah. So without further ado, we're going to get right into starting off with a pre-show match. This is just to get more people on the show so that they're not depressed that they're not here. So we have Absolutely Flawless. They defeated Compton Valance and Ruin after 15 minutes when Kelly Martin pinned Compton Valance with a Reflection Perfection. That's an interesting. Compton Valance was the weak link. I don't know why Ruin's in this tag team. Oh, I remember. I literally just put two people together just to test them out. Oh, and I remembered to get rid of the the neck injury thing. The neck. Oh, I forgot what it's called. You're going to annoy me in the comments now. But the things that stop spine moves. That thing, that button, I turned that off, so hopefully that doesn't ruin matches anymore. Might be, unfortunately, more injuries, but yeah. Absolutely Flawless win on the pre-show. Great start. Then we have Kevin Jones, Mark Misery, and Vinny Vigilante in a pre-show match with a decent reaction, but not great wrestling. Kevin Jones defeated Mark Misery and Vinny Vigilante when he pinned Vinny Vigilante with a belly-to-belly suplex. Vigilante struggled to keep up. Yeah, that's fair. Mark Misery can have a good match with anyone by the looks of things. A decent match with anyone. Kevin Jones can as well, but yeah. Up next, Landon Mallory is actually not awful. Well, he's a very good wrestler. He's got 2 popularity though. Yeah, in a pre-show match that had subpar wrestling and a little heat, Sebastian Collar defeated Landon Mallory, Langdon Herring, and BW Eddie when Sebastian pinned Landon Mallory with a Hamburg Rock City. Sebastian Collar was head and shoulders above everyone else. Landon Herring was the weak link, probably because of popularity, not because of actual in-ring performance. Poor selling from Langdon Herring, that makes sense. Next, 63 rated match, we have Roland Johnny Stones defeating Joe Simpson with a brainbuster. I just wanted to see how good Roland Johnny and Joe Simpson actually were, to be honest. I put them against each other. But Roland Johnny Stones does have declining physical ability. He is 42, so that is unfortunate, but yeah. Then we start the main show. It's Edward Cornell is actually at home. He's just eating some popcorn, waiting for his cousin, to come and watch the show with him. Because he said that if Tommy comes to the show tonight, then there will be trouble the next time he sees him. But Edward is just sitting there hoping that his cousin gets there soon. Maybe he's stuck in traffic or something. Who knows? He's not here yet. He said he'd be here. Apparently he struggled going off script, which isn't normal for him. Up next, we have a freestyle segment again. Daniel Black Francis challenges Apollo Prince to a match right now. The Apollo and DBF gains heat, which is great because I would need that. Daniel Black Francis did a masterful job of improvising. Apollo Prince clearly enjoyed having the freedom to go off script as well. Great. So Daniel Black Francis is basically, he's had enough of Apollo Prince saying that he's old news and he needs to get out of the way. Daniel Black Francis has challenged him to a match to get Apollo to prove that he is the better man. Like he thinks he is. Pretty much. So, yeah. And then we have a 74 rated match. In a decent match, Apollo Prince defeated Daniel Black Francis in 15 minutes by pinfall after using a foreign object. During the match, we also had Brickhouse Boulder distract Daniel Black Francis. So yeah, Basically, Apollo Prince here. Where I'm thinking this is going, Apollo Prince has got himself a baddie, a big, bold, angry man to help him, and yeah, he's got a monster in his back pocket that nobody knew about this entire time. So yeah, oh, they have great chemistry as well. That's brilliant. I didn't even notice that. We need to do this type of match again. So yeah, the way that I imagine this fight going is, so Daniel Black Francis is the one kind of carrying the match. Like he's proven to Apollo that he is the better man. When all of a sudden we have this massive 6'10", bulky French man come from the crowd, and he climbs up on the apron, and the ref turns around and is like, "Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here!" Like like refs do. And whilst his back is turned, Apollo Prince sneaks out some knuckle dusters or something, and basically knocks Daniel Black Francis out of it straight away, without the ref realizing Brickhouse Boulder is kind of he's just causing a distraction for his new buddy. Apollo Prince gets the pinfall victory over DBF. Worker chemistry is great. Very hot crowd, which is great. Lack of heat from the storyline. Don't worry, we'll be building that up a bit now. Now that this has happened. Then we have Beast Bantam explaining his actions. So Welsh Dragon's off screen. He's talking about. So in one of the previous shows, Welsh Dragon won a match, and then Beast Bantam came down to the ring and absolutely destroyed him after the match. The reason he did that is because Beast Bantam is annoyed and frustrated that all these young up-and-coming superstars, they're all really small, and that Jeff Nova has moved away from training these massive men that can barely move. Oh, he doesn't say that, but he's annoyed that Jeff Nova is training up these youngsters that are small and agile and flippy stuff, but they're not real men. Real men don't do backflips in the ring. Real men grab each other and throw each other around. And it's terrible that people like Welsh Dragon are coming around doing all this flippy shit. Nobody cares about that. Everyone wants the big guys to do well. This is the land of the giants, and Beast Bantam is going to show everyone why. And he has a match against Welsh Dragon. It's a poor match, but he basically just throws him around for 10 minutes, kind of like Brock Lesnar does. But not as good, obviously, by a 59 rated. But he does all of that, basically throws Welsh Dragon around for the entire match, and yeah, pins him with a savage pounce, which I assume is something like a big splash. I don't know. Like a running splash, kind of like the Ultimate Warrior or something like that. That's my thinking. If anyone has any suggestions in the comments, please let me know. That's what I think. A very hot crowd. Welsh Dragon, they were both holding back, and Welsh Dragon isn't experienced, so yeah, but it's pretty decent performance for from the Welsh Dragon. He's still pretty new to wrestling. Right, I think he's a 2 year experience. I don't know. I'll look after the match. 50 rated match though, not too bad. Then we have a freestyle segment called Jonathan Forst says that right. So this is basically all the future stars that Hellbound have been beaten up recently. Jonathan Forst is he's I meant to put Evan Alpas off screen as well. I forgot. Sorry, but he is he's doing a spooky promo on a big screen backstage, basically saying that how do I explain this to make it make sense? He says that these up and coming stars they need help, and to prove it, he's issuing them a challenge tonight instead of them issuing him one. He says, if any of you can beat my monsters, then I will leave you alone, basically. But if any of you lose, then I will not stop sending them after you, or things like that. Sending them after you until you are saved and you are till you are saved, or you are part of this family with us. That's his goal here. He wants all these young guys to see that they are not good enough, or they're just too weak, and they need help. And Jonathan Forst can help them, but only if they let him. 78 rated segment. When Jonathan Forst is on his own, he can do a really good angle, I've realised, because Evan Alpas isn't rated on anything here. He's just accidentally here. Next segment, we have our first match. They don't care about any of these guys. That's a shame. So basically, Gravedigger and Blackheart defeat Baldwin Flynn in 10 minutes. These are the first two of the Rising Stars coming up against Blackheart and Gravedigger. They basically destroy these guys. They could pin them at any time, probably after about 5 minutes, but they keep beating them down and beating them down and beating them down until eventually they can't even get back up to their feet, and then Gravedigger finally pins them, probably by just putting his foot on them on top of Bew Boulder. That's how easy this was for Gravedigger and Blackheart. They have just absolutely destroyed these guys. They're probably injured anyway from all the beatdowns they've been getting, which doesn't help. But yeah, that's my thinking. They got beat down too much, and before the pay-per-view, and then they tried their best in the match. They got a few moves in, but Gravedigger basically squashed them. Threw them around, like squashed them into their corner, things like that. Gravedigger and Blackheart are they're just too big and too powerful to do anything about it. Up next, we have a freestyle segment called Lee is showing Holly around. So basically, in the last main event, Lee Burton met Holly Levers in the crowd. She blew him a kiss or something. And Lee's decided to invite her backstage for the pay-per-view. You know, show her around, chat her up type of thing. And he looked a bit lost out there, that kind of stuff. But then he bumped into Luke Cool. And Luke Cool and Holly start hitting it off as well. They all get on pretty well together, surprisingly. And yeah, they announced that they have a tag team match tonight, and Holly can come out to the ring with them if they want, and, you know, see how it goes. Luke Cool and Lee Burton. These are two, I guess, up-and-coming heels. Lee Burton's definitely the bigger potential out of the two, I think, but yeah. So they have a tag team match tonight against somebody. Then we have, oh wow, Ricky Storm with a great rating. But we have the 3-man army takeover. So this is Men of Steel versus Crouching Storm, Hidden Sifu. Decent match. Men of Steel defeated Crouching Storm, Hidden Sifu in 15 minutes when Mark Adonis pinned Sifu with an atomic wrecker following interference from War Machine. War Machine is he's the third member of the 3-man army that hasn't really been around much. I am bringing him in a lot more after this thing here. And yeah, so War Machine has come in to help the Men of Steel because they were struggling, and even look at like performance-wise, they were struggling. And Crouching Storm, Hidden Sifu, let's say they were about to win, and then Men of Steel distracted the ref, leading War Machine to just come and throw Sifu around. And basically, yeah, leave him in a mess on the ground. He attacked Ricky Storm as well, so that's why he couldn't help. And yeah, the men have still picked up the pin. I imagine the atomic wrecker is sort of like that splash that Enzo Amore does, or did. Because that's what I imagine these two like. I imagine Mark Adonis is like the original Enzo Amore before he was, what he became. And Matt Hulk is like Big Cass, like just a massive man, massive ripped guy. That's my thinking for these guys. That's the vibe I always got from them. These guys, however, Crouch and Storm, with match ratings like that, they could probably be pretty good single stars as well. They're definitely tag team guys though, tag team specialists. Up next, we have another really bad match. In a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd at Terrible Wrestling, Bedlam defeated Evan Alpas with a Bedlam bomb after 12 minutes, making defense number 5 of his UK title. So, this match, I imagine, is a little bit more even than the tag team match. Like, Evan Alpas gets a lot more offense in, but then Bedlam just knocks him down, and then he gets a bit more offense in, but then Bedlam destroys him again, and it ends with a massive power bomb that Bedlam just plants him into the mat, and Evan can't get up. That's my thinking for this match. Bedlam, he's a very promising guy, to be honest. 61 rating. Him and Jonathan Forst as a duo would be amazing. Like, Jonathan Forst can do all the talking, and Bedlam can just go in and squash everyone. But yeah, 48 rated segment, unfortunately. That's probably because Evan Allpass has no popularity whatsoever, really. Oh, then we have a 73 rated match. Oh, damn it. This is Wade Orson versus Philip Cooper. And in the previous shows, let's just quickly say that, just so in case you guys haven't seen, we have Rolling Johnny Stones, who is annoyed that he's not getting any screen time, whereas this new guy, he's not new, he's been here for a few years, but they're pushing him. Wade Orson has started to take up a lot more screen time, and Rolling Johnny Stones believes that he deserves the screen time instead of Wade. So he has decided, just in this match, to come out and interfere, like maybe push Wade Orson into a ring post or something, and whilst the ref's back is turned. And that's exactly what happened. And then, throw him back in the ring, Philip Cooper hits the Cooper Fly, which I assume is a top rope move. Wins the match, 73 rated segment. He's won 2 matches now by interference, and that's very funny to me. Wade Orson is partially through a weight change, so he is struggling a little bit. I think he's either losing or gaining. That's exactly what a weight change is. Good job, me. Then we have I'm gonna just temporarily call this tag team Too Cool. To be honest, going up against Hot Stuff. Too Cool and Hot Stuff, perfect. Never even thought of that before. So Lee Burton was the best performer here. Gained heat, which is great because that's what we need. Luke Cole and the Holly Leaves have pretty good chemistry. That's perfect. Kathleen Lee was great at ringside. These two are tag team specialists. Luke Cole was, however, unfortunately, the lowest one. God damn. This is actually pretty cool. However, they are unfortunately both heels. That's why it was low rated as well. I didn't even think of that. I should have used the twins in this one. The absolutely flawless. Why did I not do that? Anyway, Lee Burton defeats JB Cash with a sleeper hold after 13 minutes. Pretty decent match considering I messed up the booking entirely. But yeah, good job for these guys. Luke Cole, I'm hoping we can get his performance ratings up a bit. Maybe after a win on pay-per-view, that'll help. Then we have a Tommy Cornell. Oh, I messed this up. I was supposed to hide this. Have I put this in the wrong order? I think I put something in the wrong order here. So there was supposed to be a segment before this where the main event comes out, which is supposed to be Adam Matravers versus Phil Harmonic in a singles match because it's head to head. Main event needs to be a singles match, obviously. When we get a clip on a screen of a car arriving, it's a completely blacked out car, like blacked out windows, no one knows who's in it at all. And Tommy Cornell suddenly jumps out the back of it and makes his way to the ring. He wasn't supposed to be at the show tonight, but he's here anyway, and he's got a match. Well, he's not got a match. He's going to interfere with the main event, kind of get himself involved, which is annoying. So it would cut to Adam Matravers and Phil Harmonic in the ring. That kind of, they look pretty pissed, to be honest, that Tommy's here, and yeah. Bits of a short promo as well, which sucks. Damn it. Then we have the main event. Adam Matravers is injured. Phil Harmonic was awful. 64 rated segment. What have I done? Why did I do this? Oh well. In a decent match, Tommy Cornell defeated Adam Matravers and Phil Harmonic when he pinned Adam Matravers with a guilt trip. So, even though it's a bad segment, a bad main event, this is going to ruin the show. Because the rest of it was pretty decent. For me, at least. Tommy Cornell wins. Adam Matravers loses. Phil Harmonic is not involved in the finish. At least I know Tommy Cornell can sort of go. Still, he can still go, which is great. So can Adam Matravers, which is also great. Adam Matravers is also injured. 63 rated show. This is my worst one yet. Oh no. I need to fix this booking pronto, otherwise I'm losing all my broadcast deals. Oh, it was a botched move from Phil Harmonic. God damn it. Yeah, it's an okay show. Yeah, I agree with that. I need to fix this booking as soon as possible. Mass Hulk is a star in the making. I agree with that. Sifu is turning into a good worker. I also agree with that. With 214,000 them 40 guys. They weren't happy though. Bu Boulder wants time off the heel, so does Buff Martinez, and Adam Matravers is injured. But we have money. We've made a little bit of money. So that's a good side at least. Michael X, a few of these guys have morale issues. Oh no. Probably because they weren't on the show. That sucks. I'll try and fix that. Yeah, that was the show. I will, however. I'm trying to build this guy up. Has his popularity gone up at all? It's gone up by 5 at the moment. I'll probably go more into this after everything. Oh, Adam Matravers has dropped. I know that much. He's dropped a lot. Probably because he's in bad matches all the time. Apollo Prince has gone up quite a bit, which is good. Daniel Black Francis. Daniel Black Francis is up as well. That's good. He's going up in the card a little bit because he can actually talk. He needs a friend though now. Now that the Brickhouse Boulder is here, ruining his day. How is Darren Flynn at? His popularity's gone down. That's not good. Evan Allpass, how are you doing? He's gone up by 1, so he's gone up. That's good. Gravedigger, I like Gravedigger. He's one of my favourites. He's gone up a bit. That's good. Bedlam, how are you doing? Go through these very quickly until I could do a proper review at the end of the month. He's gone down. Great. Storylines, I will take a look at them quick. Hey, we have another hot storyline, finally. We have another 2 ones, that's great. Following DBF is doing really well recently. Paul and Burton, this is gonna pick up a bit soon, I think. I have plans. Hellbound and the Rising Stars isn't as great. We need more Jonathan Forst promos, is what I've discovered. King of the Cruiserweights, almost good. Land of the Giants, not so good. Roy and Johnny Stones is looking good though, this one. Awesome versus RJS. And the 3-Man Army takeover has dropped, that's not good. Oh, I need to fix all of these, apart from, I guess, the World Cornells. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. Next episode will be the last one of the month, and then there will be a monthly review type of video. Next show is London Calling, which is a pretty big show. I have the main event planned for that one already. So yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.